the NBC TV network. And I live in Norway. Yeah, close to a highway. There's a helicopter. Not just a helicopter. There's a landing strip for small airplanes and choppers, helicopters. NBC has their stuff there. I remember years ago. I think I was sitting from my computer and I was just talking to somebody. Yeah, I think it was Rachel Maddow. I remember going upstairs and like I don't know who, it was someone that I knew, but it wasn't them. Just the leg was shaking. Then I heard that Keith Olbermann has restless leg syndrome, and they pointed it out in such a way. He does, that. And I was just like, why are they even saying that? I put it together. I must have said something irritating, like I irritated a lot of people. But it's not about that. I could care less. I could care less if you think I'm a goofball, an idiot, a pedophile, molester. I'm not. Nah, I can't be a goofball and an idiot joking around. I am a serious person. I am. And, I do have an intelligence. And, if anyone would like to debate me on real issues and, things that could change the world for the better, that'd be great. But see, you gotta stand somewhere. I'm in front of my computer and I'm an internet video chat site, and I'm somewhere else because people mess with my mind. Then I'll be whatever I want to be because in my comfort zone. That's the truth. And another thing, yeah, a year ago, I was experiencing something like I was thinking something, and it was just I felt like it was going. And I didn't know it was going anywhere, but then it was just I heard voices. That's the first time I heard real voices, like someone in a helicopter and stuff, and said, my Aunt Martha was here, and I felt like I had a breakdown. I just wanted to leave, and they said, all right, you'll be fine. We'll let you go. We want to arrest you, but you gotta go for 1 to 2 miles. Go around the block. I was like, what the fuck? And before the man Donna came over, she called me. She said telepathically, don't be home when I get there. Yeah, and then something creepy started going around. And I was sitting on my couch. My Aunt Martha left. She recorded me. It was something weird. I went to the street and I felt like I got something from somebody. It was very odd. I couldn't go more. I wanted to run. I didn't want Donna to be here because she said that to me telepathically, and then she showed up. And I was sitting on the couch, and for like 20, 30 minutes, I heard Charlemagne's the God voice. And it was just very disturbing, psychotic. It was like it was from a song, I think. I think it was a Biggie song. I still don't remember what it was. I remembered it, but it was just like, it was just very, I don't know if it was Biggie or not, but it was like, this is my house. This is my house. I think it was Marshall Mathers, Eminem's. Or it was like, this is my house. I disconnect cable to turn the lights out. Something like that. I don't know who said it. I could look it up. You know. And I'm not saying it was maybe I'm an outcast. It doesn't matter. For 20, 30 minutes, I kept thinking that. Like I don't know if I was thinking like I'm the one thinking, or it was resonating in my mind. And I heard Charlemagne the God's voice, and also you saying this, and he was like communicating with it. And then I told and Donna sitting across from me was like, I can't take this anymore. I don't know how to explain. I hear in voices. And she said, okay, we need a massage and stuff. It's very odd. A couple of days go by, and I was just like, I couldn't take it anymore. There's people relating messages in my mind that in the afterlife I'm a hell like I wouldn't believe. Joe Rogan's a part of that stuff too. Yeah, because it was nighttime, and I felt I was like, oh my god, he's getting my light in my mind. And at first I felt for every blade in the grass, a hell for me. And then I heard Joe Rogan's voice, you're a bigger idiot than I thought you were. And there was a lot of people like that. Yeah, but then it was nighttime, and this guy Pavel, Dill or whatever, Kolpek, whatever, from Pennsylvania, I was hearing him, and he got an hour to apologize to me, and I thought I'm so sorry, and I just stopped thinking. I was just concentrating not to say it, and I never did. Yeah, and then he said to me, "Oh, I think I was trying to talk to him in my mind because when you think you so, but you hear somebody else's, a voice, or it's a thought in your mind, And he told me, oh, you better say now because you don't know what kind of dumb stuff I'm typing them. And then I just thought that like, he's putting it on the news or something like that. And I started thinking, and then a couple of times I heard a helicopter fly over my house. You know, they were just hovering over my house, like, I don't know, 50, 60 yards away from my house. And it was just like, I thought like, people were reading my mind. You know, there's a lot of demonic, creepy stuff going around. But I'm not deceased. I knew this from years ago. One of the first time I realized something was up, it was like 93, 94 when I was in St. Anthony's in Elizabeth Middle School. And I don't know if I saw on TV, but I felt it, Audio Slave songs. And I remember I wrote it down, the lyrics. And I told people that's not mine. I kind of relate to it and stuff. I don't know if I explained it to that, you know. But there's a lot of creepy stuff going around. Like, let's just say, uh, I myself, a couple of times, reverse time. Not reverse time, but it was like 2007, 2008. And it was like I was back in 99 or 2000 with my dad, this guy named Ziggy, and his daughter. We were on a fishing trip. It's like I went through the same experience again. But I knew everything that happened from that time, and I was just in that particular moment. I did it like 2 or 3 times or 4 times. There's people that know about that. People that I'm related to, they absolutely know about that. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that know about that too. Just don't talk about it, you know. Yeah, I have 4 subscribers. I know some of you know what I'm talking about. I could post this on Facebook. None of you will comment. None of you will say anything. Let me just tell you something. I am the one that ends this stuff. It's impractical and immoral and doesn't make sense. And there's a lot of people that probably just before they're gonna die, they reversed this. They reversed it. They went back to the other time. I did it myself. I think something like that too, as well. I did because I didn't want to die. Yeah, but you know, it's like I don't know what happens to the rest of the world when everybody it goes like that. Does everybody have a deja vu? You know, because I experienced that 2 or 3 times. I felt like I had a deja vu, but somebody else I think reversed the time when they're trying to do something to me or something else. You know, it's that deja vu. Where does it come from? Because you have a deja vu, you remember something from a particular time, a couple months ago. But for me, it was very odd. And one time I was looking up a contact, and it felt like just someone threw me off the roof. You know, and then maybe I died and I just reversed it. I don't know. I'd like to talk to somebody about that. But the problem is like nobody talks. But this whole spirituality, for me, spirituality is being not just a decent human being, but understanding Earth. You know, all the beings around them. Try to exercise. Try to eat better. Try to help people. You know, maybe try to inspire myself to be more technologically aware. Communicate better. This and that. You know, just have better respect for myself, have better personality that can relate to people. It is not some creepy stuff to do with my mind to give you a disease, this and that, reverse time. If we all did that, we'd be like super villains and we'd be all not dying, just killing each other or hurting each other. You know, it's really that crazy that I looked it up. I can't find the website anymore or page. But after World War II, the number of deaths, you know, have decreased, and everybody just, you know, the population is getting bigger. It wouldn't be such a big a problem if, like, you know, we were more compassionate towards one another, you know, and if people weren't doing that mentally thing in their mind, especially ESP on telepathy. Now, I don't know who watches it or anybody decent just tries to change the world and understand, because I'm alone. Honestly, I'm not gonna go in public. Hey, did you hear about that telepathy thing that's been going on to me? Yeah. How you feel about religion, Catholicism, Satanism? Yeah, are you one of them? There's a war going on, son. There's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk around with your head down, scared to look. You shook. I'm not shook. I don't have my head down. I experienced something like a month ago here in Norway. I was walking around. I felt like the water was up to here. No one even made me feel that. Yeah. Maybe a couple hours ago, I heard somebody say, a whispered voice in my mind said, "It's an earthquake." Yeah, an earthquake, asshole. And just say it's an earthquake. Let's say it's an earthquake, like the ocean, right? It will create a tsunami, right? But what kind of tsunami would it be for it to be like, let's say 5 feet of water? I don't know, 10, 15, 20 miles from the coast, maybe longer. It doesn't matter, right? Yeah. And still water, by the way. I mean, look what's going on with Russia right now. You know, they say they're gonna cut them off. Obviously, they should, right? Because they invaded a country, Ukraine. You know, and is the whole defend Ukraine, this and that. But how we're living, we have NATO, right? And you have to be in NATO, right? You have European Union, but you have to be in the European Union. There's a World Trade Organization, and from what I read, okay, it does do something good. It does, decrease either taxes or get people get better deals. But why isn't that we just can't get together and and just have like there's so many things in Russia that we can take from, you know. I'm not just talking about the mountains where I would love to be and the area, but you know what? The thing is just they have these resources, and there's resources in the states, but it's like how much money do the big corporations, do the big people that run the government, do they really need? You know, because there's a lot of people that just don't care. It could fix this world. It could be better. Flying saucers. Pools in the sky. I don't know, diamonds when it rains. Doesn't matter. You know, there was that railway that they were talking about a couple years ago, and I thought it would connect from either Canada or Alaska to Russia and run all the way down to China, Japan, and eventually to Europe. Imagine you just didn't fly an airplane, just took that. It would take maybe a little bit longer, but high speed rail, maybe you have a station, 10, 15 minutes of stops. If you want to board, or like 5 minutes, you could board, you could go south, we just keep going and go all the way to Europe. Reduce carbon emissions, because airplanes pollute the most. You know, carcinogens and carbon emissions. You know, yeah, the Tesla car has its defects, but it is I think it's a nice design. It's a very slick design, but it's a start. More tunnels. We have tunnels, even when there's traffic. What if we recycle air or something like that? What if the tunnel gets the air, the carcinogens, or the carbon dioxide from the cars, and it just it cancels it, or it just well, it doesn't go up in the atmosphere and reduces traffic. I'm talking about the states, because there's stuff going on in Norway and Denmark. I found that's pretty great. But I don't know if they're excellent, they're very clean, but maybe only a couple of videos I've seen. But it's an effort as a society. I mean, as humanity, and there's a lot of people that just aren't human. You know, there's a reason why I get angry, and people on iVlog.tv joke around. Oh, you got angry and shit. Yeah, look at him, he's an angry guy. The monkey has silent clowns. Yeah. I'm not gonna say I gave him a couple of jokes. This and that. I don't care about that. They're little children. They're pathetic. They don't have any growth and humanity and masculinity in them. So I don't care about that. I'm a lot of things to a lot of people, which I'm not. Either you're projecting, or I said it once, and now you're gonna say it because you're gonna make me angry. I'm not even angry about that. I'm angry at the fact that I've been so tormented in my life, and there's a lot of people that either get used by people, this and that, and there's people that just had this idea to fix this place, and just like we can't get it done. We cannot get it done. And it's an ABC network with this their liberal point of view. We gotta hold my mind. It's just like I don't have tangible proof over that. What you people did to me, or MTV, or CMF, those little geeky kids from North Elizabeth, New Jersey. You all will do that to me. I don't know who's watching this. Because somebody told me you get a couple hundred views a video, but I only got one, and some of them don't get views. I could care less. Well, let me just tell you something. You think it's an earthquake that's going to flood the East Coast? When there's climate change and people are thinking they're going to put a let's say there is climate change, but the water's going to elevate, and they're going to build a dam in Hudson River, and they're putting a wall outside of like I don't know, mile to mile. It's going to take like a couple years to build outside of New York City. I mean, the level of idiocracy, a low level of intelligence is unparalleled. When you could do other things to fix that. By the way, about that little flood, that I didn't see it. It was like it just popped in my mind. I was walking down the street. I just looked at everybody. I couldn't talk to them. I didn't want to talk to anybody. It was just like, I had bad experience there. I don't know. I really don't know. But let's say there's a nuclear missile, not that the one you saw from 50s and 60s. Currently, what is it? Hydrogen, right? And they have other ones, the Super Tsar or something. Let's just say detonates in like Manhattan, New York City. It'll be such an explosion. I think an implosion. Like they don't. I don't think they have it on film. They have other ones, but it's like it's so much more powerful than what you saw in Hiroshima. So much more powerful. Imagine if the detonator just explodes and all that water just floods. I mean, who knows? You know. And there's a lot of people who just don't care. And I don't think Joe Biden cares. He doesn't care. Not that he's tall, he just doesn't care. You know? I don't think he has a soul. I talk about the generous stuff that he touches females and like he's very creepy with a lot of little girls. I mean, look at it. It's video evidence footage right there. Come on. I'm a pedophile. I'm a molester. I gotta take you to court that I was molested. Would you even fucking would someone even pick up their phone or even talk to me like the last video? Or you yelled, "I'm upset." Oh. Put it to you this way: if it is a nuclear holocaust, I will survive. I did have a vision. Everybody try to lie. No, that's not true. That's it. Nah, you don't have it. Yeah. I will survive. Some people probably won't. Let's be honest. How many people that just don't care? Click, I don't know, bake something, cook something, considering you have ingredients to do it. Because a lot of people just, they have no lot. See, I never went to a school for cooking. I hardly watch videos on cooking, maybe sometime, but I saw, I was in the kitchen, I saw my mom do it, but for me it's just logic, and I'm still learning, but it's just logic how to do stuff. What about open fire? If you have canned foods, how long is it going to take you? There's people out there, since the 90s, there's a whole video on YouTube where they have these bunkers, and they're trying to make like a little city or a town underneath. It's not like it's glamorous, but they're preparing for something like that. And by the way, United States of America, with all the nuclear weapons that they threw in Japan, Nagasaki, and Hiroshima, yeah, they killed and destroyed more lives by testing them from the Second World War, 40s or 50s up to like the 90s. 93 or 96 they stopped. Cancer, radiation in the air, get their own citizens cancer. Soldiers that were there by the test, they died immediately from radiation poisoning. Radiation poisoning is very horrible, very disgusting. There's another thing I had, but it was in 93 or 94. Yeah, my mom called and there was something going on. The whole house shook and got dark. It's that reverse thing again. Yeah. I think this place was leveled by a nuclear bomb years ago in the 90s. I want you all to remember that. The ones that are living, the ones that have a soul. And what are you going to do with yourself when it happens again? Yeah. Chances are I will defend you. I'll be very skimmish of you. I won't spit on your face, but you even had a fucking thought of spitting on my face like I just witnessed a couple of times ago. Oh my fucking god. I'm not a killer, but there's probably killers that'll let you be on the street. Because I don't care about that shit anymore. You people destroyed this place, this planet, not just the United States of America. You really did. With your plastic pollution and you freaking, plastic bags, and all of a sudden we have recyclable bags, reusable ones, really. 2021, 2022. I mean, just give me a break. New Jersey passed the law. Woo, save humanity. Right, I talked about Lucas 79 channel that the title the title, not just the title but the description of the video was there's only one good thing that resulted from 9/11 because all the planes were grounded for like a day or two or sometime. And maybe that's not a nice thing to word, nice way to word it, but it's like we can have a better transportation than an airplane, you know. And the whole thing with the 9/11, I'm not gonna get into the conspiracy theory thing, but there's evil people all over the world that will probably benefit from owning Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan. And I don't think we want Pakistan, all those little, not just oil reserves, but all a lot of other things, Or maybe people just thought it would destroy the world. I don't know. I don't know how evil works. I really don't. But I know what it's like to when I see someone that is either evil or a degenerate or is lacks intelligence and is very condescending or arrogant, has a very insufficient personality. You know, it's creepy and disturbing. It's a big turnoff. Oh yeah, by the way, the shirt, one of my favorites. It's a human skull, with the American flag. Except, for me, it's not that scary. The skull represents to me humanity, but it also represents that eventually I'll face my death, right? And also, I feel like, and the cranium does protect the brain. And it's just, it's a human thing. That's what it is. It's humanity. Even though, that right there represents something that a human that is life deteriorated, you know, this is the under the flesh, right? This is how we are. A lot of people I met aren't like that. They're not. They're far from it.